Diesel, were you on my seat? I can always tell when you've been on my seat. You think you're sneaky? Nay, nay. I'm the boss of this truck. I know what goes on in this truck. I got eyes on the back of my head. Morning! We're here in Quebec, north of Quebec City. We're gonna go around over top of Maine, USA, in Canada here, and back down into New Brunswick, and then over to Nova Scotia, where we're gonna spend the weekend because I don't have to deliver until Monday, and we're gonna be there tonight. I may only drive half a day. I don't know. I really don't have to drive the whole way today. We'll see what happens. Ow! Ow! Every morning, this thing is just out of control. See, first you gotta comb it with the bigger side, and then you go in for the big leagues with the little stuff there, right? Or would it be the little leagues, whatever. Because if you go for the little ones right away, you just pull all your face off, and it hurts. I don't know why. Every morning. All right, now we go for this side. I had some weird dreams tonight. Really weird. They were about guns. I was chasing the bad guys. I got them right before I woke up. So I woke up in a good mood. I think I was in the military or something, and we were chasing the enemy, and they were shooting at us. Something like that. But I got them. We won. I don't know what side we were on or what team we were on. Obviously, we were on the good side. Obviously. Right, Diesel? Always on the good side. Yeah, you weren't there. Where were you? And off we go. Why am I spinning? Must have been a little muddy there when I parked there last night when everything was frozen. It sort of melted and softened up a bit. It's pavement here, but it's dirt behind us there. All right, all right. We're gonna make our way over, like I said, to the next province to the east, New Brunswick. And we're gonna fuel at somewhere where I can have a shower again. See what happens. It's gonna be a very exciting day. It's a beautiful day to be a truck driver. Look at this weather. Other than the fact that it's a little chilly coming from Georgia, it's really nice. Looking forward to it. We have 1,033 kilometers, which is 600 miles or so, 650 miles to our destination. But we're not going all the way to the destination. We only deliver there Monday, so I don't need to be there, like right there. So it'll still be a full day driving. We're getting going really late because I'm on more of a night schedule than I was yesterday. So it's like 2 o'clock in the afternoon Eastern time. As soon as I get into New Brunswick, we're in the next time zone, so it's 3 o'clock there already. I really wish I had my drone right now. Can't wait to get another one. Like I said in past videos, I want to buy another Phantom 3 Standard, just so that I can use the parts and the batteries that I have off of my old one. It's not the best one out there, but it did the trick for me. Then again, maybe I don't know. Of course I want to upgrade, obviously. Maybe get a Phantom, or the Phantom 5s, Phantom 4s are the latest ones, Phantom 4 Professional. I really need a new drone, because if I could show you this landscape around here right now, just off to my left, we got the St. Lawrence River. So much history coming off of this. I can make a video all on the history of just this area here. My ancestors, when they came to Canada, on my mom's side in 1875, and my dad's side, I believe they came over in the 1700s. Not as accurate information from back then, but my mom's side, there's like a personal diary that we have of my ancestors who came over, and what they did was they came over on a steamship from Europe, and they came all the way across. They made it eventually down this St. Lawrence here. So there's a huge river off to my left here where my ancestors came down when there was nothing here yet. came down here and landed in Quebec City. So there was Quebec City, but I mean all of this area here was just brand new settlements, right? So I guess I can't technically say there's no, the French were here. They landed in Quebec City, took a train down to Toronto, and then they got across to the Great Lakes. They took a steamship across the Great Lakes, landed in Duluth, Minnesota, and then went across land to Fargo, North Dakota, and then took another steamship from Fargo, North Dakota up the Red River into Manitoba, Canada, where they landed about an hour away from where I live now. This summer I'm going to take you there to show you the monument of where our people landed on the banks of at the fork of the river between the Seine River and the Red River in Manitoba, South Manitoba. So anyways, the point is, if I had my drone right now, I could really show you how beautiful this area is around here. It's just incredible. One of my favorite areas of the country. And me being a big sort of history nut and heritage nut, I really like imagining what it must have been like back then. People coming down the St. Lawrence there, you know, coming to the New World. You know, and they settled and pioneered it and built it into what the nation is today. They built it into a nation that everybody wants to come to now, right? And they built it for their descendants. They built it for us. Set up the institutions. Set up the banking systems. Set up the government. Local governments. Federal governments. Set up the police departments, fire departments. Hospitals. There was no hospitals here when they got here. There was no welfare here when they got here. There was no housing here when they got here. There was no water, fresh water when they got here. They had to establish all the water systems, the sewers. There was no sewers. Nothing. Can you imagine? I don't know. Every time I come down this highway here, I think of that. This was the beginning of Canada. It was a big part of the beginning of Canada, I should say. The beginning stretches all the way down to Ontario, present-day Ontario, and the Great Lakes. I wonder if the people around here even know the detailed history of their lands. I'm sure they do, because Quebec is big on that. They're really big on history and heritage. Want to know a fun fact? When my family arrived on the shores of the Red River, fork of the Seine River and Red River, Manitoba wasn't even a thing. It was just there. It wasn't even a thing. You had the English and the French colonies and forts, they called them, up where Winnipeg is today. Eventually the English took over everything, I believe. The Germans, our people, we made two colonies in what is now southern Manitoba. You had the east side and the west side of the river. Dietziet and Yonziet. I'm from Dietziet. But if you ask anybody in Yonziet, they say I'm in Yonziet, they're in Dietziet. But they're wrong. Because our people landed on the east banks of the river, making my side of the river Dietziet, the other side of the river Yonziet. A little rivalry going on there. Dietziet means this side, our side. Yonziet means the other side. So I live on this side, they live on the other side. We landed on this side. Anyway, they walked over to Niverville, a town in Niverville, right? And eventually we settled a municipality on the east side, where my family's from. We're from both sides, but where I live right now on the east side, we founded a municipality named Hanover, named after the city of Hanover in northern Germany, where most of us came from, I believe. And there was nothing. It was all mostly bush and swamp. decided to go just half the rest of the way today. And then the rest after my reset. I want to get my schedule back on track because I got to deliver Monday morning. So I drove, well, it's 8:45 in the evening Atlantic time here now, 7:45 Eastern time. I'm going to shut it down right away here near Fredericton, New Brunswick, and try to get my clock straight again. I'm going to reset here. I'll be here for tomorrow. And then Sunday, I'm going to continue down to my customer in Nova Scotia so that I can be there for Monday morning. Does that make sense? That way my schedule should be more on track. So yeah, we're just going up to the Irving at exit 7, just east of Fredericton, New Brunswick. Gonna find ourselves a home for tonight.